guys, if you're new to Deception Bytes, hit the like and subscribe button and be sure to hit the bell to be notified of future videos. If you wish to support the channel, the links are in the description below. Now, fasten your seatbelt. Here we go. Okay guys, I'm back and it is Friday, March 29th, and that's always a good thing. Not the fact that it's March 29th, but the fact that it's Friday, because for many people that means the end of the work week. I hope you're all doing well. What we're going to be doing tonight is cleaning up the few posts from last night that I didn't get to because I uploaded the video from yesterday and Q posted a whole bunch more later on in the evening. So we're going to get to those. They should go by very, very quickly. So I'm going to, right after that, jump right into the posts for today and combine them into one video. Again, there's not a lot of posts today, so that should work. But having said there's not a lot of posts for today, we know that Q gets awfully busy late in the evening. So there could still be another significant drop. And since it's Friday, heck, I'll wait around, and if there's more after this, I'll upload another video if I can. So there you go. Let's get started. No time like the present. And here we go. Now, again, this should go really quickly because a lot of this has to do with the rally that was yesterday, the Trump rally, and Q calling people out. So it's not anything deep or that I had to, decode or anything, and then we'll slip right into the 29th. All right. Now, having said that as well, I would like to say that I had my setup all fixed up and where I thought that it needed to be. And while I was out of town today, I came back and, well, it was kind of not together anymore. So I placed everything, I think, where it was before. So let me know if there's any problems with the sound or the lighting or what have you. Okay, let's get started. No, really, let's. And let me just make sure this is, I'm going to turn this up. All right, here we go. So this is picking up from where we left off, of course, with the March 28th videos. We're going to go through picking up exactly at that point. All right, and this has a link, and it says, enjoy the show, VIP Patriot Q. And it links to this, can't wait for the president to arrive. She looks like she's sitting at the rally and waiting for the president to come on stage. And let's go up to the next one. And again, there's a Twitter link, and Q says, enjoy the show, VIP Patriot. And it links to this account, says, rock it out tonight, folks. Tonight is the beginning of the best 6 years ever. What a great attitude. And he has the, looks like the little advertisement or whatever for the rally, Trump-Pence MAGA rally, 3/29/19, 7 p.m. Doors open at 4 p.m. So you can see how popular his rallies really are. Not that you're ever going to hear that from the mainstream news, but that shouldn't be any surprise to any of us. But from my understanding, it's very hard to even get in one. So I really want to go. Okay, I'll stop whining now. All right, and then we're up to the next one. And he says, enjoy the show, VIP Patriot. And it links to this Twitter account, Trump Rally, Grand Rapids, Michigan. And there she is holding, she's got a where we go one, we go all hat. And I do like the design on that hat. And she has a t-shirt that says, we are Q. So let's go on. There's a lot of these people that have been called out, and that's basically the bulk of the drops from last night that I didn't get to was these that, Q calling out patriots and linking to their Twitter. All right, let's go on here. And okay, we covered that. And here it says, enjoy the show, VIP Patriot. And below that, it says, at the Grand Rapids rally. And I like this, eat more Q. Why not? Q might be tasty. I don't know. I don't know if Q is any tastier than any of the other letters in the alphabet, but would be worth a try. So anyway, and it looks like he arrived at the rally early, because one would think that you would need to if you were going to get a good seat. And this one, enjoy the show, VIP Patriots. And it says, waiting for Donald Trump, hashtag QAnon, hashtag Q. Where we go one, we go all. And looks like he and his wife, or he and his girlfriend, one never knows, but looks like a very happy couple, and they look delighted to be there, as would I be. All right, and let's go up to the next, and we have this. And enjoy the show, VIP Patriot. Links to this Twitter account that says the stage, well, I think he meant the stage is set, because the stage us set. Real Donald Trump is on his way to save the republic. Where we go one, we go all. The Great Awakening. They can no longer divide us. Hashtag QAnon. Hashtag dark to light. And let's go on. Enjoy the show, VIP Patriot. It links to this Twitter account. I like the name. Quirky. Not that I could ever apply that name to myself, but I'm just saying I like it. Okay, and I just walked the entire line holding up this sign, full length, uncut video, upload late tonight or early tomorrow, took over 20 minutes. Lots of noise. So the line waiting outside just to walk the length of that line took this person 20 minutes. Now let's assume that they're walking at an average speed and that they're not an old person hobbling or, a young person running. So that's a long time. That's a long line. So, and they have a sign that says, make noise for Q. Awesome. And here we go again. Enjoy the show, VIP Patriot. Q. And it's a link to the same Twitter page that we looked at before that said eat more Q. And it says, patriotism is my drug of choice. God bless America. God bless Donald Trump. So that's a great, and look, notice he's got his t-shirt or his sweatshirt over his t-shirt at this point. Not sure if they allowed them to wear their t-shirts at this rally or not. It seems to me like they may have, but perhaps some had a shirt to put over it. Not sure if Secret Service was active there and asking people to cover their Q shirts or not. I think really the cat's out of the bag, if you ask me. I mean, obviously, the media is well aware of Q, so I don't know really what the point would be at this point in asking them to cover their t-shirts and so forth, but not sure, because that did happen in Florida. All right, and let's go on. Enjoy the show, VIP Patriot. Q. And this says, ready for Donald Trump rally. Hashtag QAnon, hashtag MAGA, hashtag Grand Rapids, hashtag where we go one, we go all. And I like this, Trump chick. Sure. And she's got a t-shirt that has a Q. I mean, I'm surmising because I can only see part of it, with the Trump hair. Love that. And actually, I like her glasses too, but that's beside the point. All right. Now, this is a little interesting one. No, not yet. We're getting to that. Enjoy the show, VIP Patriot. And we've got this by Underculture. Almost there. Welcome back to Michigan, Mr. President. My POTUS now and in 2020. We don't see his face, but we do see his hat with the little white rabbit with a Q on it, which I like. And you're saying, and what is the significance of that? There is no significance. I just like it. All right. And here we have millions of patriots worldwide. Hashtag winning Q. And this is by Dr. Green Thumb. Who else will be watching the Trump rally at Real Donald Trump tonight? I'm thinking a whole bunch of people. And there she is there. Pretty girl, nice smile, looking happy. And here we are at the next one. And he's linking to this Twitter account, and it says, Patriots have pride. Patriots have love. United, not divided. Flags out? Question mark, Q. And this by Linda Dahl. I will be watching tonight's rally from Phoenix, Arizona. Best president ever. I couldn't agree more. And there she has her flag, and looks like she's got a Q with a bird, like a cardinal in it, which is interesting. So makes me think that I need to get busy and design more t-shirts and hats and mugs and stuff, just because it's fun too, you know? And let's go on. And this says flags out, hashtag flags out, Q. And beneath, he's linked to Ken Jen. Can't be at the Trump rally tonight, but no, I'll be with all of you. Hashtag Q, QAnon, President Trump, Trump train, Trump 2020. So she's got her Trump 2020 flag there. I didn't even know that they were available. But I like it. And we've got this. And it says Fast and Furious, Q. And I like that because he's responding to this tweet. Let's go, Q. Hashtag QAnon. And he's got his Q shirt on. QAnon. Where we go one, we go all. So he says, let's go, Q. And he says, Fast and Furious, Q. And here we go. Here's the next one, linking to the Twitter page, or to the tweet below. And it says, pre-Mueller restrictions regarding false call-ins regarding Q threats by them in hashtags, they in hashtag, or not in hashtags, in kill brackets, them in kill brackets, they in kill brackets, wanted you silenced. You are a threat to the narrative, Q. And he links to this, and it's gab.com. John Costas, I don't know. I'm not good at names. Hey Q, this is interesting. Hey Q, why are you praising so many for tonight's rally with VIP treatment, yet during an Arizona rally I was harassed by SS, the Secret Service, and had to remove my shirt, treated like I was carrying a bomb. So embarrassing. Hashtag butthurt. And here are the two guys in their Q shirts, and I'm not really sure why this connects to this above. It said so pre-Mueller, there were restrictions because of false call-ins. And we remember that, right? That happened in the Florida rally. There'd been call-ins and stuff, and that was just a ploy by the left, you know, to point to Q followers and say, well, they are violent and so forth, and that it's a conspiracy and they're showing up at Trump rallies. So that was a restriction for that time. We're in a different time now, post-Mueller, and so that's why. because he said there were false call-ins and Q threats by them. They wanted you, everyone, not just these guys, everyone silenced because they were a threat to the narrative at that time. So that he's responding to these guys that saying, hey, wait a minute, we couldn't wear our Q shirts. And that actually answers my question, because obviously everyone was allowed to wear their Q apparel at the rally, which is good. They should be able to. And here we are in the next one, and it says, enjoy the show, VIP Patriot. And we have this girl looking like she is very happy to be there, a big smile. Women for Trump. I like that shirt. And a big smile. So, and she says, just hashtag Grand Rapids, MAGA, QAnon, where we go one, we go all, at QAnon 76. All right, now, let's go on. And this, is just kind of like out of the blue, because it all followed a pattern, and then this drop came, and this is kind of, a change of topic, because he links to CNN status, and it said listed up to date, normal, Q. And it said just in, Wells Fargo has announced the sudden retirement of CEO Tim Sloan as the bank struggles to overcome a litany of scandals. Now, I know we are keeping track of the CEOs and so forth that seem to retire or quit or move to other companies suddenly. So I guess Q is wanting us to add another to the very, very, very long list. And I would imagine that is why he brought this to our attention. If any of you know any other reason, then please let me know, because I'm really not aware of this beyond the headlines that he's announced a sudden retirement. People don't usually suddenly retire, do they? Not generally, unless there's some scandal in their career, which in this case there is, or maybe family issues or whatever. But normally people don't just retire like out of the blue and just suddenly, okay, well, I think I'm going to retire now. So a little odd. Let's go on, shall we? All right, and then we've got this one, and then he seems to go back to where he left off with the other stuff. And we're still on March 28th. He says, love of country. Punctuation. Exclamation mark. Of course, it's punctuation. Q. And then he links to this Twitter account, Daniel Presley. Wishing I could be there with you tonight. I'll be watching. We love you all. And he's got his flag there, waving it. Well, he's not waving it, but the wind waves it. I don't know. I'm in a weird mood. All right, and here we go. Here's the next one. Enjoy the show, VIP Patriot. And this person, Jen Willing 71, says, hashtag QAnon, hashtag Great Awakening, hashtag POTUS 45, hashtag Grand Rapids. The air is thick with excitement and love for America. God bless Donald Trump. Amen. That's something that we can agree with. I think that we should be praying for our president. If you're a believer, I would encourage you to do so. I would encourage all of us to do so. If we are a believer and we do truly believe that our prayers have an effect, then I think we should be praying for his safety and for wisdom for him to make the decisions that are in the best interest of the American people. So let's go on, especially for his safety, because we certainly know there's a whole lot of people that aren't happy about him being this side of, they'd like him to be under the earth and not on the earth. Okay, now, here is the next one. Love of country. Hashtag flags out. Q. And this person, Air Q, says, flags are out, Q. We all love being Americans. And we've got the flag waving and a dog. And what is more American than the flag and a dog? You can't get any more American than that unless you put an apple pie in the picture. Oh, and a baseball. So, and a cat. Just saying. All right, let's go on. And again, love of country, hashtag flags out Q. And we've got this, Emily, and we are excited to watch the rally tonight. Flags out, hashtag QAnon, where we go one, we go all, at Real Donald Trump. And here is a young girl looking happy with her thumbs up and the Trump 2020 flag waving. All right. Cute little girl. And we've got this. Love, united, not divided. Sheep, no more. Q. And links to this account, Heather, watching the rally tonight. My love and support is with you all, patriots. And she's got where we go one, we go all hat on, and she's got her face, her eyes covered. But I do love her little nose piercing. I think the little diamond is just, I don't know. I like it. I had one, but I had a corporate job, and they encouraged me strongly because I was working with some important people, and they encouraged me strongly to take it out, which I did. So, not that that matters to anyone. All right. Here we go. Here's the next one. Love of country. Flags out. Q. And this person says, I'll be watching from Louisiana. And the flag. Well, Louisiana. A hot place. Hot place in the summer. I lived there for, 5-6 years? All right. And here we are at the next one. And Q says, where we go one, we go all, with 3 exclamation points, Q. And links to this account, Q sent me. Wish we were there. We will be watching from Flint tonight. We love our president. And here's a couple, and they standing on top of what looks like a big cement something, a big cement square. And it says, are you awake? Hashtag QAnon, the Great Awakening. And on the other side it says, who is Q? And they've got their Q shirts on. And they look like a happy couple. Let's go on. Oh, I like this. Hashtag Ask the Q. I really like that. I'm going to pick up on that. Ask the Q, meaning ask the question about Q. Yeah, and do it, Q. And who is Q? All right, let's go on. And again, where we go one, we go all. Links to this account. And watching the rally tonight. I'm excited. Now, this is either an American working in Canada, or it's a Canadian interested in American politics. Either way, awesome. And they are the Polar Continental Shelf Program. Yeah. My brother worked in Alert. It's the furthest it's the furthest northern settlement in the world, and it's so you could only go up there for 6 months at a time because men would lose their minds, and only men could work there at that time. I don't know if that's changed or not, but the stories that he told from being up there was just wild. They had little guide wires because at any moment, whiteout conditions could blow up, and if you were outside, even like 2 feet from a building, you could get completely disoriented, as any of you that have grown up in that kind of weather know that in whiteout conditions, all you see is white and you become completely disoriented. Just very, very interesting stories that he came back with from there. But it was funny too, because I remember I was younger than my brother. He was only 18 when he went up, and I'm just ready to turn 19. And I was still at home because I'm younger than my brother. And so when he came home, I remember we went to a mall, and he became so overwhelmed with the noise that he started shaking, because he had been in this environment with complete silence for 6 months. So just, I don't know. This picture just reminded me of that, but there you go. He's got a Q and a Canadian flag there. He or she, I can't tell from here whether it's a man or a woman. It looks probably like a man with the clothing, but one never knows. And let's go on, shall we? And this, love of country, hashtag flags out, Q, and leads to this account, Twitter account, awake, can't make the rally, wishing I could. Hey Q, can you see me? Well, obviously he can, because he linked to him. And I love this flag, making America great again. Absolutely. And he looks like a happy fellow too, wearing his Make America Great Again hat. And let's go on. And love of country, hashtag flags out, Q, links to Charlie Girl Q. To all my fellow QAnon patriots at the Trump rally in Grand Rapids, Michigan tonight, God bless and Godspeed. Wish I could be there to celebrate our great country with you. And of course, a picture of the American flag with the sun shining through it, the light shining through it. And that is what we hope for our country. And the next one, RIP, rest in peace, Patriot. Your sacrifice will never be forgotten. Strength and honor, Q. And it links to Joanne Best. I wish you were here now, Dad. You were at Normandy on D-Day and made it back to live a life to be proud of. You always said Donald Trump would make a great president. Wished you lived to see how he's changing the world. Love you, miss you. And there is her veteran dad when he was alive, and the flag flying. So that is a wonderful tribute to her father, and it's wonderful that Q linked to it. We should always honor our veterans, I believe. Many of them have sacrificed far more than we will ever know for us. And love of country, hashtag flags out, links to this. La Luna, I can't pronounce her name, so I'm not going to. But she says hashtag flags out, hashtag QAnon, excited to watch the rally tonight from Georgia. And there she is. She's got her flag on her shed, flying. And let's go up here. Love of country. We are united in this fight. Hashtag flags out, Q. And this is Colleen Kenny. Hey QAnon, how's this? From my deployment, flags always out. Hashtag flags out. So she's deployed somewhere. And can't see really what her t-shirt says, but looks like she's got a beer and a Canadian flag hanging from a tree. Well, why not? If that's all you have to hang it from, then go for it. So anyway, let's go on. Looks like she's someplace nice and warm. Makes me a little jealous, but I won't hold it against her. And here, love of country, hashtag flags out. And here we've got another American flag. Imagine that. And let's go up to the next. Love of country, hashtag flags out. Flags out, we love this country. And there, you guessed it, is an American flag. Let's go on. Love of country, honor and respect. Hashtag flags out Q. And this person says, links to flyover country, and it says, my flag flying with great honor. Hashtag Grand Rapids. Hashtag Blue Lives Matter. And this person is obviously from Wisconsin because I have hashtag Wisconsin. And let's take a look at that. And there we go. And let's go on. He was a busy boy last night, I'm telling you. Well, boy, girl, I don't know. Team, we don't know. I just always call him he. I know, maybe not politically correct anymore, but I really don't care about being politically correct. I mean, it's ridiculous when people start arguing about calling, you know, the manholes. They want to call them, what do they want to call them, people holes or person holes? I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's getting to the point where it's almost, if it wasn't so sad, it would be funny. And here is another one, love of country, hashtag flags out Q. And here we go. This guy's a happy guy, and he's flying his flag. And just hashtag flags out QAnon. Let's go. Love of country, make California great again. Absolutely. Hashtag flags out Q. And this person, Twin T Patriot of USA, flag is out in Southern California, waiting to watch 45. So they're not all Democrats in California. There we've got a proud patriot flying the American flag. And here we are at the next one, Patriots United, love of country, Q. And we've got, it leads to Yellow Vest Tory. Can't wait to watch the rally from Wisconsin tonight. And she looks pretty darn happy about it. And she has a Where We Go, When We Go All hat on, and no Q t-shirt, but we'll forgive her for that. She's wearing the hat. Alrighty. Love of country, hashtag flags out, Q. Here it looks like somebody is flying their flag. Either they live right on the water, but my guess is they're in a boat because you can see the wake here. And I'm a little bit jealous because I absolutely love the water. I am a water baby. Love it. So, and when I grew up in Canada, and they're in this area, especially because I'm in the region not too far from the Thousand Islands, and there is water everywhere here. I mean, lakes and rivers and water everywhere. So, yeah, you don't very often run into people in Canada that can't swim. At least I haven't. Not in the rural areas anyway. Maybe in the cities where there's a lot of people coming in from other countries and so forth, maybe not so much. But if you live in the country in Canada, you pretty much know how to swim. All right. At least that's my experience. Okay, and here we go. Love of country, hashtag flags out. And it links to Lizzie Frank. Donald Trump, I wish I could be there in Michigan. Hashtag we the people are with you in spirit. Thank you for everything you are doing for our country. And she's got her flag flying, and I think that we all feel the same as she does, that we are thankful for everything that he's doing for the country. And he's made great personal sacrifice to do so. Now, this is the interesting, I told you that we were going to come to something interesting. We've already looked at this account, right? Well, let's look at this. Now, Q is referring to this Anon who posted the following. This Anon, he's got Kim Jong-un as his, picture, but he goes by Underculture. Now, this is interesting because it says joined March 2019, and it just says do it. And interesting because he, I guess, only has this one post, and it says made it in and there's still plenty of room, keep them coming. And so this Anon has circled this and circled the fact that he just joined on March 2019, and look, he's got a picture of Hitler and a picture of Kim Jong-un as his his profile picture, which is a big red flag right away. Not too many people are going to post pictures of Adolf Hitler unless they're making fun or whatever. So down below, it links to this one that we've already seen, Underculture, almost there. Welcome back to Michigan, Mr. President. My POTUS now and in 2020. So interesting. He doesn't show his face, just has this white rabbit with Q, and obviously a white person. Not that it matters, but you know what they say about this being a white nationalist movement, which of course is not true, but that is the narrative they want to paint. So this links to that we just looked at, and he says, well, I would rather not read that word, so I'm just going to say fudge. Red alert, Q team, United States Secret Service, only 1 month old account. He made it in. He's giving updates as to his position in a sly way, letting his handlers know he's in. And Q responds, eyes on, Q. So I think that this is awesome of this Anon, because very, very astute, letting Q know that, look, this guy, something's not right with this account, and he's in the rally. Not only is he in the rally, but he's updating somebody as to his position. So, and he just joined in March. And here's a picture of Hitler, a picture of a red pill with an American flag, and, he's got Kim Jong-un as his profile pic. So, yeah, I would say that that's a little bit suspicious as well. So kudos to that Anon, because they may have prevented something. They may have prevented a false flag. Who knows? Who knows what they prevented? So pretty awesome. Q says, responds right away, eyes on. Absolutely. Now, that is it for the 28th. So we are slipping into the 29th. Here we go. Now, let's link to this. Q links to this, and says MSNBC, NBC News top political editor accused of trying to intimidate reporter on behalf of the DNC. Now, this should surprise absolutely no one. And it says there are plenty of times reporters will introduce people in politics to other reporters or TV people. I have done it many times. That is advocating for more coverage, not less. Daphne was advocating for me to not do something on behalf of a political party. So a reporter is accusing the managing editor of NBC News and MSNBC's political coverage of trying to intimidate him into spiking a story about the Democratic National Committee in a chilling phone conversation that he says had her acting as a political operative and not a fellow journalist. Yashar Ali, a high-profile freelance journalist whose work has appeared in the Huffington Post and New York Magazine, said he was so taken aback by his conversation with Daphne Linzer, who has held the key NBC position since October 2015, that he posted his synopsis of it in a series of tweets Friday. Linzer, he said, was trying to block him from publishing the dates of the 2020 Democratic Party primary debates, a move Ali suspects was made to benefit the DNC, not her employers. Yesterday, I received a call from @Daphne Linzer, who serves as a managing editor of NBC/KNBC MSNBC Politics, Daphna's conduct during the call was highly inappropriate and unethical. So what was the purpose of her call? She called me to bully me on behalf of the Democratic National Convention. The first tweet read, Daphna, who oversees the political coverage for NBC and MSNBC, was calling to bully me into delaying the publication of an innocuous scoop, and at no point did she advocate for her network. It was only about the DNC. Ali then outlined the allegation, which he claimed stemmed from a scoop he had regarding the dates of the Democratic primary debates in 2020. It was announced Thursday that the first Democratic presidential debates will take place June 26 and 27 in Miami. The Democratic National Committee confirmed the plans first disclosed by NBC News, which will broadcast the two-night event along with MSNBC and Telemundo. Ali's tweets continued. When I saw Daphne calling, I assumed she would ask me to consider delaying my post so that the MSNBC could announce it first. Given that this was an innocuous scoop and not some investigative story, I wouldn't have lost sleep if I had delayed, but that's not why she was calling. After exchanging pleasantries, Daphne told me that she received a call from the DNC and was told I had a story. Now, it's not strange that the DNC called her, that they were coordinating an announcement. What was strange was that she was calling me and taking a menacing tone. She asked if I could hold the story, and I said I couldn't. She was agitated. Why not? I said I'm not going to lose a scoop. Then she got angrier and said, why not? It's not a big deal. Let them make a few phone calls. He then wrote, I realized that Daphna Linzer was the head of all political coverage for NBC News, and MSNBC wasn't calling to advocate for her network. She was calling to advocate the DNC's position. She wanted me to wait so they could call state party leaders. I couldn't believe what she was saying. Again, it was fine for me to print the story an hour later, beat her own network by 3 hours. She just wanted me to let the DNC inform state party leaders. Why the hell did she care? I kept telling Daphna no, that I wasn't waiting, and she kept getting more frustrated. The head of the political division was trying to bully me at the behest of the DNC over a dumb scoop, even though they may not have asked her to. MSNBC and NBC News did not return Fox News' request for comment. Well, I bet they didn't. And if they pressure their reporters over something as innocuous as debate dates, then what else have they bullied their reporters over? Well, we all know the answer to that. So let's go back. And this links to wikileaks.org DNC emails. So let's go here. It's going to take a sip of water to quell any coughing. And this looks like it may be this is from Mark Kornblatt, I don't know, at NBC to Miranda L. And Daphna Linzer, and it says, and it's at 5/2/2016 regarding great seeing you guys. Phil is available to meet in his office at 10 a.m. He told me that they already spoke at the after party about the town hall, so I think it would probably just be a hello, but he's happy to do it. You should try to set up the MICA thing, or Mika thing, separately and start with Corson. Thanks. And then this is going to Mark someone and Daphna Linzer. It was great to see you both this weekend. Thanks for hosting me for the dinner. I appreciated the opportunity, but was especially glad to catch up with your teams in the pre-reception. As I mentioned, the chair will be in New York tomorrow, and we wanted to see about having her meet with Phil to touch base, including on the town hall. We also wanted to see whether Mika was either free to join or maybe meet with the chair before or after. Let me know if we can make that work. 10 a.m. is ideal if possible. Hope you both had the chance to get some rest after the hectic weekend. Lewis. And so I don't really see anything like so glaring obvious there, but that is where Q led us to go. Do you find anything glaringly obvious there? Don't know. But let's go back to Q. And he says, Daphne Linzer. So, and we've got kill brackets around that name. So that is something that I believe very strongly we will be seeing in the days to come, in drops to come. There's more to this than meets the eye. It's fake news equals the propaganda arm of the Democratic Party, Q. Now, we knew that. We have been hearing that from Q for a long time, and we ourselves have our own eyes and ears and can see and understand what is going on quite readily with the mainstream media. Let's go on. This is a very interesting post. Here's a picture. Now, I'd make it bigger, but there's not much to it. It's showing a little, let me see. Let me see if I can go back here to the Q post and see. Here it is right here. Let me make it bigger here. Whoo, one of my cats just used the litter box, and I don't know what that cat ate, but the smell could bake bread. Seriously. Whew. All right. So here's this little guy. I don't know what that is the icon for, but it's in the lobby of somewhere. Looks like a corporate office. And what is visible? What is the most visible in this picture? A chair. So I'm wondering at this point, well, I will tell you what I'm wondering. Let's go back, because this is the drop from Q. Amazon purchase of Ring. Ring app install allows for access to device. Absolutely it does. Location services on. Absolutely. Data streams available. Absolutely. Q. So I'm wondering at this point if Q is pointing out that there is something with the chair of the company Ring. So let's take a look at this. And here is the announcement. Amazon is buying Ring, the smart doorbell maker, in Amazon's second largest acquisition ever. Ring is now being bought for somewhere between $1.2 billion and $1.8 billion, according to sources. The startup had just recently authorized a fundraising round that would have valued the company at about $1 billion. So let's link to this and let's take a look at the guy that runs this company. Amazon bought the company, but this man, it actually runs it, Jamie Siminoff. Ring modernized the doorbell, then its inventor, Jamie Siminoff, went to war against crime. But there's some interesting parts here, and it says went to war against crime because I guess some police departments are using this and saying that it cuts down on break-ins. But there's a lot of concerns with this, and not so sure I would install one. In fact, I know I wouldn't. And let me go down to this important part. Let me see if I can get down and find the part that I wanted to read to you. This was originally on Shark Tank, which I think it kind of went belly up on Shark Tank, if I understand, but now it's been bought out by Amazon and Siminoff is still running the company. It says Ring is up to 1 million customers and estimated sales last year of 155 million. Insurers subsidized the doorbells for customers and police departments have praised them. And the company gave away doorbells in a Koreatown neighborhood. LAPD and Ring announced last year home burglaries declined 55% in 6 months. Industry-funded studies say alarms drive away burglars, justifying the $20 billion annually spent in the U.S. on the systems. But researchers lacking studies on newer technologies doubt video doorbells installed without other deterrents make a dent. Ring hasn't sought peer review or provided detailed data about its Koreatown experiment. And Ring investors and security experts say the company has more work to do to prove that covering a neighborhood with internet-connected cameras reduces crime. Siminoff disputes concerns his products foster a surveillance state because users administer the cameras. But Ring can't control much of the data produced by those cameras, and privacy concerns could limit the company's potential. So what Q is saying is absolutely right about this. And yes, there are probably additional concerns that we don't even know about yet. And I'm just wondering, I think going forward, we're going to be hearing a whole bunch more about this. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I suspect so. Ring cameras can reveal, listen to this, Ring cameras can reveal a neighbor's infidelity or put a face to serial burglars. But there's no telling what Ring could understand by analyzing feeds en masse. For instance, the company associated a big spike in doorbell rings with people attending Super Bowl parties. That's just a start. Siminoff expects to launch software over the next year that identifies objects in videos, which could enable users to avoid getting notifications when, for example, a dog walks by. Ring can develop that technology because users pay $3 a month to store encrypted videos from motion detections and doorbell rings. The company can view footage, providing heaps of data from which it can learn. Now look at that. The company can view footage, providing heaps of data from which it can learn. Now, if you have one of these doorbells and this data is going to the company, they know everybody that is in and out of your home. When you leave, when you come back, they know a whole bunch about you. So very interesting and a little alarming. Users may question Ring's access considering the company's cybersecurity record. Researchers once criticized its doorbell for failing to secure users' Wi-Fi passwords from hackers. A botched data migration let a few users see video from someone else's doorbell. In a recent case, the company caught flack for transmitting innocuous data to a Chinese server. Any of this sounding familiar yet? Of course. Collective eye roll? Yeah, it's the same story over and over and over again. Investors stand behind Ring because they say Siminoff devotion to customers. Despite investors' reservation, Siminoff's aggressive moves to build trust with users have paid off. Well, sorry, Siminoff, I don't trust you. I'm not going to install your doorbell. Not that I have anybody coming and going that, but come on. And it ties into Alexa. This is going to tie in with Alexa. So, and we know that Alexa can listen, right? So not only can they see who's at your house, but they can turn it on and listen to your conversation via Alexis if you have an Alexis. Or is it not Alexa? It's Alexa. Sorry, forgive me. But right? That's not that far out of the realm of reality there. They see who's coming, they think, I don't know, there's they have facial recognition. Oh, there's somebody that we've been tracking. Okay, well, let's turn on the Alexa and listen to what they're saying. We're living in a surveillance state. Did you ever see that movie The Giver? It was an interesting movie about everything being under surveillance. And I mean, it really wasn't about that, but that movie gave me the creeps. Anyway, so he's long said that he would fly anywhere to help people struggling with installation, which he's done dozens of times. He's had enough confidence in the doorbell that Ring is paying the deductible for some users who suffer theft. No matter the cost, he goes to bat for customers in ways many founders in Silicon Valley don't. Well, here's the thing. I would really love to know And I really love to know, and I haven't been able to find this infinite. Oh, well, what's this say? Siminoff treats, okay. Well, I would like to know, you know how the CIA often pours money into, and the government at large pours money into startups that they think could help them. I'm just wondering if that has happened here, because we know Amazon has a huge connection to the CIA. So is it such a stretch to assume that so does Ring? That Ring does as well, now that it's owned by Amazon? It could be run by Siminoff, but I'm wondering about his background, because that picture with the chair present, I think, honestly, to me, it's saying, let's look at the chair here. Let's look at the head of the company. I don't know. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, and I'm pretty certain I'll be wrong again. But it's a good guess. It's an educated guess. So there you go. Until I hear a better explanation, I'm going to go with that. Now let's go on here. And this is making reference to an Anon who says, yes, agree. See the post made here in the context of all Q drops made. This makes shills visible. Shills attacking the post are butthurt much. Very effective post, Anon. Now, I'm not sure what he's alluding to, so I'm going to go back to the actual board here, and I'm going to go look because I can. It takes a minute. Let me shut down some things here. Okay. Now this links to, again, it's still spinning, so shut some more things down and maybe it'll speed it up. Hurry, hurry, we don't have all night. Stop spinning and let us see. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, it leads to this, which I have clipped out. So there you go. This is referring to this below. So let's read this below, and it says, yes, agree. See the post made here in the context of all Q drops made. This makes shills visible. Shills attacking this post are butthurt much. Very effective post, Anon. Now, this Anon says, when you see something, let me get this a little bigger. I know, some of you have tiny phones and tablets. When you see something that's outrageous, before latching onto it, you must first understand this is open to anyone. Posts are made to try and attribute the most outlandish and unrelated things to our work. Now, he's talking about on the 8chan board, because anyone can post there, right? So they post things there like Nazi stuff and a lot of, stuff that's anti-Semitic and so forth, because it makes the movement look bad. So it's saying when you see something that's outrageous, before latching onto it, first understand this is open to anyone. Posts are made to try and attribute the most outlandish and unrelated things to our work, intended to support the narrative that we are loons and discourage others from joining us. Use this tool to help spot this deception. And then it says, gives a qresearch.ch and type the exact text of a given subject and you will see it posted thousands of times. We aren't idiots and don't repeat a topic 24/7. They don't contribute anything to active discussion, regardless of the gravity of the news. They also have much higher post counts, usually over 15. This is viewed as disrespectful to the other Anons, as there are limits on each thread to the number of replies. Thus, these ruses are easy to spot. The most common are hateful towards a given group, or what we call slides, where it's intended to distract from major news. These are entirely planted and users are paid to do so. This board is not much different from any comment section on a site, and yes, they get paid to shape opinion there too. The notion we can prevent something like this when anyone can post anonymously is a huge leap. We are busy with current events and research and filter them or ignore them. This isn't one of your safe places. So if you can't discern the difference, you shouldn't be here. Thanks for playing. Come again. Together we are strong, divided we are weak. Where we go one, we go all. And this is directed to attention, press, mainstream media. Now, I don't know, some of you have been out to the chans and others have not. If you go out there, you're going to see everything from porn. I mean, not heavy porn. Usually it's women posted without tops on, but there's other things posted. There's a lot of anti-Semitic stuff posted. There's a lot of Nazi stuff, pro-Nazi stuff there. And a lot of times, just like this Anon said, it's to distract from the news, because then the Anons get arguing with these people when really, and it pulls everything off topic and takes their attention away from what they should be focusing on. And what they're saying is, look, this is very obvious to us. Those of us that are out there all the time know who the shills are and can spot a shill. So ignore them and realize that, this isn't meant to be a safe place. It's that's why Q chose that place, because of the type of people that frequent it, computer buffs, autists, and also because it's not censored. Because Q needed a place that would not be censored, right? To release this message. Mainstream media wasn't going to do the job. Now, so Q responds and says, attacks increasing? And yes, they are. Context of drops mislabeled and used? Yes, absolutely. Select organizations / journalists dropping controversial info as an attempt to label as whole, screenshotting, then writing articles on drops they themselves wrote. Highlight of corrupt political action committee equals deflect by political action committee equals point to former members as method to shield. Yes, we are being bombarded for a reason. Look for keywords to be repeated by many. Controller and coordinated rollout. Fake news in full panic. Less than 10. Q. Now, I'm thinking that he's meaning that there's less than 10 news outlets that are responsible for this. That's how I read that. If you read that a different way, then please put it in the comments below. Everyone's opinion is welcome. So no one, I'm not claiming that I have all the answers, but that's what I believe that means. It's not in kill brackets, it's just in straight brackets. So let me know if you have a different interpretation. And let's go on. And he is alluding to this that we look just, not alluding, he's referring to this that we just looked at, attacks increasing, etc. And he is adding, he, meaning Q, is adding, when they can't attack the information provided, they attack the messenger. Define deflection, logical thinking, shill count high, Q. And yes, the shill count on the 8chan is very high, very, very high, because I was out there earlier and looking and I was going, oh my gosh, you have to filter through so much crap. Yeah, they can't attack the information, they attack the messenger, and it is a type of deflection. They're deflecting from, hey, don't look at this, look at this. So same tricks we've been seeing for the last, well, it's been 2 years, really. I mean, not that Q's been on the scene, but we've been seeing this the whole time with Donald Trump, way before he was even president. Now, Q said, because he made an error here, instead of screenshotting, he said screen shooting, and he wanted to probably correct that right away, because, usually misspellings have a meaning, and said disregard any spelling errors on the move, Q. So disregarded. And here is the next one. Why did we highlight the rally last night by showcasing volume of support? Define bait. How many fake news Twitter journalists are tweeting about Q today regarding rally attendance last night? These people are stupid. Yes, they are. And I surmised myself actually looking at all that. I thought, okay, he is doing this for a reason to show that, you know what, this is not a fringe group. This is not a fringe conspiracy. There is tremendous report for POTUS. There's tremendous support for Q and the whole movement, the whole MAGA movement. So that is what he did to bait them into, writing stuff and, attacking it on Twitter and so forth. So let's go on from there. I don't think that takes too much to discern there. And this is the last one. However, Q may post more tonight, so I'm not calling that the end of the day. I'm not sure if there are more posts. I may bring them tonight. I may bring them tomorrow, but this brings us up to date so far. And this said, threat to controlled narrative. Other than POTUS, can you name a group more attacked than Q by the fake news media? No, I can't. Multiple tactics deployed, including framing for crimes. And he's saying, think bridge. Remember on the Hoover Dam, that the car, that was attributed to a QAnon follower. And then the mob boss with the Q that he wrote on his hand. I'm sorry, I just turned my hand over because I thought if I hold up my hand, I had my combination lock written on my hand, and I thought, oh, I've washed it off. So anyway, not that I care if you know the combination to my lock, because it's not like you're gonna drive and you know what I'm saying. But anyway, threat to controlled narrative. Other than POTUS, can you name a group more attacked? No. Multiple tactics deployed. Yes, including framing for crimes, and we do always have to be on the lookout for false flags, which will be attributed to probably a white Q follower, because that is the pattern that they want to propagate or disseminate. They want everyone to think that it's white nationalists, white supremacists that are all on this fringe group following Q. So anyway, Q says desperation, reconcile using logic, think for yourself. Dividers will fail. Q. So that's absolutely the truth. I think the movement is strong. I think that despite everything that it's gone through and is still going through with censorship, with people infiltrating the movement and pretending they're patriots only to divide, I think that despite everything that's been written in the media and all the negative attention, that the movement is strong, getting stronger, and thriving. I think that's proof because yesterday in the video, remember the link that Q posted, it brought the server down. So there's people accessing this worldwide and interested in it worldwide, and the media would like you to think that their narrative is correct, but we know otherwise. So I'm going to call it a night there, and it is 10:44 p.m. Eastern Time. I will go out and check again to see if there is more Q, and I may, if there is, well, do you want me to go out and check right now? Sure you do. I know you did. I knew you did. Reload. Now this will take a second. Sammy, come say hello. Sammy. She's like, I guess she's camera shy. There are no other Q posts at this time. So as of 10:44 p.m. Eastern Time, we are caught up. Now, that doesn't mean that Q's not going to post in the next hour and 15 minutes, but so far, we're caught up, and that's a good feeling, at least for me. So I will call it a night, and thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate you guys so much. And I love reading your comments, and I'll be here as long as you're here. So let's just make it a deal. As long as you guys are willing to listen, I'm willing to make the videos. So there you go. I will talk to you later. Have a good night's sleep. It's Friday. Hopefully many of you can sleep in tomorrow, and hope you have a great day tomorrow. I will talk to you tomorrow. I'll be back, and I hope you will be too. Thank you so much, and good night.